If you enjoy this podcast summary, please consider subscribing. Clementine Breen, a 20-year-old UCLA theater student, sat down with Jordan Peterson to share her story of detransitioning.
At 12 years old, Clementine was put on puberty blockers, followed by testosterone at 13, and a double mastectomy at 14. She's now involved in a lawsuit against several physicians and her therapist, alleging that they failed to properly evaluate her and address her underlying issues. Clementine's journey followed with a traumatic experience of being sexually abused by an older classmate at the age of 6. This led to feelings of isolation and anxiety about her body, particularly as she approached puberty. She began to feel uncomfortable with the idea of becoming a woman and felt like she didn't fit in with her female peers. However, instead of addressing the root causes of her discomfort, Clementine was put on puberty blockers without a thorough understanding of her past trauma and its impact on her mental health. Her therapist, Susan Landon, also didn't delve deeper into her past trauma, and their conversations were mostly about how Clementine wanted to be perceived in a social setting.
Jordan Peterson pointed out that it's essential to explain the biological and psychological changes that occur during puberty, especially for young women.
However, none of this was explained to Clementine, and she was not given the necessary information to understand her feelings and emotions. Clementine's story highlights the importance of thorough diagnosis and understanding of a patient's history before making life-altering decisions. It also raises questions about the role of physicians and therapists in addressing the mental health needs of young people, particularly those who have experienced trauma. Clementine's discussions with her therapist were very surface level, focusing on what she wanted in the future rather than exploring her past or the root causes of her discomfort. She was not given any information about the potential risks of transitioning and was instead told that her feelings were evidence that she was meant to be male. It wasn't until Clementine was 17 that she began to discuss the sexual abuse she had experienced as a child. She had kept this secret for years, feeling ashamed and guilty. She had thought that transitioning would fix all of her issues, but it only made things worse. Clementine's story is a powerful reminder of the need for careful consideration and investigation before pursuing a path that can have irreversible consequences. She emphasizes the importance of exploring the root causes of a person's discomfort, rather than simply affirming their feelings. Clementine's journey towards healing began when she shifted therapy at 16 or 17. She began to open up about her past and deal with the trauma she had experienced. With the help of her new therapist, Clementine was able to work through her trauma and eventually detransition. Clementine's story highlights the importance of proper evaluation, informed consent, and adequate counseling and support for individuals who are considering transition. It also underscores the need for therapists and medical professionals to address the underlying issues and trauma that may be contributing to an individual's desire to transition. Clementine's decision to speak out publicly about her experience was motivated by a desire to spread awareness and prevent others from going through what she did. She believes that the approach to healthcare that led to her transition was malpractice and wants to see change. Clementine's message to young girls who may be struggling with similar issues is clear. There's nothing physically wrong with you, and anything that makes you feel like there is something wrong with you is external. She emphasizes the importance of not looking to your body first, and instead addressing any external issues that may be contributing to your feelings.
Clementine's conversation with Jordan Peterson is a powerful exploration of the complexities of identity and the importance of addressing underlying issues rather than rushing to prescribe treatments. As Jordan Peterson notes, narrow self-concern and misery are identical, and any ideology that enhances narrow self-consciousness necessarily produces negative emotion.
Clementine's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Main learning from video. Clementine's journey began at 12 when she was put on puberty blockers, followed by testosterone at 13, and a double mastectomy at 14. However, she soon realized that transitioning wasn't addressing her underlying issues, which stemmed from childhood trauma. Clementine's story highlights the importance of thorough diagnosis and understanding of a patient's history before making life-altering decisions. It also raises questions about the role of physicians and therapists in addressing the mental health needs of young people, particularly those who have experienced trauma. The key takeaway is that it's essential to explore the root causes of a person's discomfort rather than simply affirming their feelings. Clementine's journey towards healing began when she shifted therapy at 16 or 17, where she worked through her trauma and eventually detransitioned. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of the need for nuance and caution in these situations, and the importance of considering alternative explanations and treatments. Clementine's message to young girls who may be struggling with similar issues is clear. There's nothing physically wrong with you, and anything that makes you feel like there is something wrong with you is external. If you are interested to listen to complete 12-minute summary and unlock detailed insights for each topic discussed in the video, check out quick podcast summaries on Spotify and Apple Podcasts with free trial and later just for the price of candy. Happy listening.